In the heart of Whitechapel and within a stone's throw of London's financial district lies Swanlea Business and Enterprise College. It's been held up by Ofsted as a good example of best practice for business enterprise. Swanlea School has been designed in the style of a shopping mall, so what better place for pupils to be introduced to the excitement of the business world? Two of the mini enterprises that were started up in Swanlea in 2004 are Veyron Technology, which is a private enterprise, and Fair Trade, which is a social enterprise. Veyron Technology follows the private business model. These pupils are looking to make real money. They reckon that the best way to do it is to build websites. Fair Trade follows the social enterprise model. The commitment of these pupils is to running the business on more ethical lines, whilst also hopefully making some profit. Their first task is designing and building their own stall, which they'll be setting up in the heart of the school mall. If all goes to plan, trading will start in a few weeks' time.
Slowly.
Veyron's first client is one of their teachers, and their first lesson is that clients can be demanding.
To be perfectly honest with you guys, I'm not all that impressed for the amount of money I spent. Well, the problem is, I guess, is the layout and frankly the design. I'm not really too sure what this is at the top.
Okay.
There's some typos. This time for real. This time it is for real. The snowflakes, I've absolutely no idea why I've got snowflakes dropping down.
Okay.
I didn't ask for any snowflakes. If I sent this out as it stands at the moment with my invitations to my people that are coming to our wedding, hopefully, they're frankly going to laugh. And also, they're not going to be looking at this Veyron technology and going to your website and feeling particularly impressed with the level of service at the moment, you know, you've actually shipped out. So I want to know what you're going to do to resolve this.
Let's do a sketch first.
Okay, all right. Okay.
So you want the top basically redesigned?
Yes, please.
Right.
Yeah, you just want Nathan and Natalie
redesigned.
to be done.
The idea behind this meeting was really to set up a network of teachers of enterprise and people who look after enterprise in secondary schools in Tower Hamlets.
Simon Firth is assistant head teacher at Swanlea, and he's responsible for promoting business and enterprise across the school.
Veyron Technology and Fair Trade are obviously two examples of the businesses that we run, and they are the end result of the skills that the students have developed across the curriculum. Because we try and develop enterprise skills in English, maths, science, in fact in every subject. And so the skills they pick up there, they can then bring together in a business setting. And that's been really successful so far, and we're hoping to build on that during the course of the year.
We've been a specialist college in business and enterprise now for 3 years. And we decided to become a specialist college in this area for a number of reasons. Firstly, there was a movement towards all our schools in the area becoming a specialist school, and therefore we had to look at our strengths and which specialism we wanted to become. And one of our strengths is our links with local companies, with private firms, with business generally, and we're fortunate because we're located between the city on the one hand and Canary Wharf on the other hand. So we're actually located in one of the most thriving parts of the business world in the UK.
Swanlea's location at the heart of London's business community means they can call in local business people like Shane Anderson to give the pupils real business advice.
Just bear in mind, as I've said before, you've all met each other in the corners and then the passageways, and sort of you know what each other is doing. But if you were actually in a big company, you would not necessarily know what each area, which each section of the company had been doing. I was invited to become an advisor for Veyron Technology, the Youth Enterprise Scheme, which at first I wasn't quite sure if I could spare the time commitment to it in that sense. But I decided that it was worthwhile, and I'm ever so glad I have, because it has been an amazing experience. Working initially, when I was working with the kids, at first they were unfocused. They weren't quite sure what website design was. They were full of enthusiasm, but no structures within that. And week by week, the meetings I've been having with them have been ever more rewarding for all of us, up to the point that this last meeting here was quite an experience. They started to listen to each other. They started to interact in a very fruitful way. They discussed their future aims, and they discussed their problems in the past in a very open and rewarding way for everybody there.
We've been working for the past term together, so what do you think we can improve on? The mistakes we made, how can we improve on that?
Like, if we don't like it, how would another customer like it? So, for us to like it, we should make it the way it looks good, so the customer is satisfied too.
First of all, I've learned how to put my creative personality to use, other than sitting at home watching telly all day. I've learned how to sell products. I have fun doing this, and I want to do it more. And hopefully, I'll go around more people's houses and doing more sales work.
One of our students from Veyron Technology, who's their sales manager, gave an outstanding presentation in front of 90 guests at ABN AMRO, including Una King, the local MP, the Chief Operating Officer of ABN AMRO. And the quality of the presentation was outstanding, and it was as good or better than some of the other presentations that were given that evening.
Colin MacDonald, MD of Corporate Finance at the banking group ABN AMRO, is happy to help the school. He facilitated the presentation for students of Swanlea.
I think personally, I think it's very important that business should be involved in enterprise education, because they can give knowledge and experience that and a different perspective on the projects and how the students learn. And I think both sides learn a lot from actually participating in the projects.
But Swanlea do recognise their privileged position, and they make the most of it.
At Swanlea, we're really lucky with developing business links, because we're in the heart of Whitechapel, just on the edge of the City of London. And the firms in the city have been really supportive of us, and we've made some excellent links over the last few years, and we're obviously continuing to build those links at the moment. One of the problems we do have is developing links with small and medium-sized businesses, because they often don't have the time or the opportunity to come into school and have the same flexibility with their staffing that perhaps larger businesses would have. So I can understand for schools in rural areas it may be difficult to form the kind of links they might need to help them deliver courses like applied business, or even to develop enterprise training within the school. One of the ways we've tried to address that is contact parents and people who work for small businesses across Whitechapel and try and encourage them to come in and support the students, and also use some of our suppliers as sources of information for the applied GCSE course. So that could be a way forward for some schools who are having difficulty persuading businesses to come in and work with their students.
Swanlea's approach to building up their pupils' business confidence is simple. They send them out to do some networking with the big players of the local business world. Sally Prentice from the company BE London East witnessed the presentation at ABN AMRO and was impressed. She's meeting Veyron to discuss a possible tender.
What I'd like you to tell me is just give me an overview about how you go about developing websites, what the kind of time frame is.
So you're a customer and you want a website, and we give you a form. You fill out all the basic stuff and we take care of the rest, basically.
I thought today's meeting went quite well, and I was impressed with what they have managed to deliver so far, and they were quite clear and quite professional.
So we wanted a website, basic website for inviting people to come to his wedding.
What about maintaining websites? Because for my website, I don't just need a website designed, I'll need it updated, and clearly we need to provide the text for that.
And the updates, you just give us the text and we'll update it for you. So if there's anything technical wrong with the server, with the website, then the server will take care of that.
I think Veyron Technology could do a good job for us, but I have yet to see what the other Enterprise Pathfinder schools can offer.
It looks like Veyron may have to raise their game if they want to beat the competition. Fair Trade are approaching business in a different way. They plan to sell ethically sourced products in the school mall to pupils and teachers, but first they need to finish building their own stall.
Today we went to the mega store and bought chocolates because we thought that we'd sell mostly chocolates and some coffee as well for the teachers. And we bought some leaflets and posters for free.
Pupils at Swanlea are getting top-level financial consultation. JP Morgan, the leading global investment bank, are giving fair trade pupils a high-powered financial makeover.
So have you thought about prices and things?
Yeah, we've got a spreadsheet of it. Where's the spreadsheet, Papa?
Going to be selling at the recommended retail price then?
The Fair Trade Company have JP Morgan as their advisors, and they've been very supportive in trying to get the students to actually start trading. The students have been really good at designing the stall, but they've found it really difficult trying to source the products and actually get the stall up and running. And JP Morgan have been working hard to try and get the students to order the products and actually set up the stall in the mall.
Fair Trade have finally finished building their stall and are getting ready to set up shop in the mall. Swanlea believe that involving every department in the school with business enterprise teaches pupils to thread the strands of the curriculum together for themselves.
The boys have done everything from the design concepts, taking it right the way through to the first modelling, card modelling. They then made a full-scale wooden prototype, and then they've been involved in the manufacture of the whole finished product, the final kiosk.
The whole school approach is demonstrated by the Fair Trade stall because it draws in so many different aspects of the curriculum. So design technology, because they designed and built the stall, business studies and English, because they have to market the business, brings in maths, because they have to do the finance for the business. And so, you know, the links go on.
Teachers at Swanlea believe that students' soft skills improve through the experience of building their mini-enterprises. But how well are the mini-enterprises doing? Do Fair Trade have any trade at all? And is Veyron's wedding website still in its honeymoon period?
Yeah. So we'll keep this navigation.
Yes, please do, yeah. I mean, I think maybe you could attempt to
make it a bit bigger.
Make it a bit bigger, make it a bit bolder, a bit more dynamic, maybe. Well, just one horseshoe. I mean, I don't want to make it too corny, but lilies aren't, I don't think, are really appropriate.
Yeah, the flowers.
The last meeting that I had with Veyron Technology was with regards to going back over the website that they've already established for me, and yeah, that meeting went very well, and I'm hoping to actually see a revised version of my website in the very near future.
We bought 4 boxes of chocolate on the first week with some coffee. We've managed to sell all 4 boxes in one day.
In my opinion, I think that enterprise should be overseen by someone on the senior management team, because enterprise is cross-curricular. You need someone at leadership team level making decisions about how enterprise is going to be delivered and supporting faculties in delivering enterprise.